Разве можно сделать лучше?
And we talking about laws, huh? I'm the one who took the loss. When them niggas was scared to get up in the field with them, I'm the one who niggas call. I'm the one who took charge for niggas was sitting and kept it silent as a vault. Was getting your get back when niggas was with that and you was running in the house. Running man, Mr. I killed 100 man.
It's the deal, man. It's Key, you know. Back with another story time and shit. Little update. Nigga broke his arm and shit like that. You already know. Beat niggas ass and shit. You already know how I kick it down. But yeah, we back with another story time. This time it's about the time I got caught fucking. Yeah. So basically, I was. Shit, how old was I? I said about like 17. I think 17 going on 18 or something like that. But I feel like I already graduated. I don't know. It's somewhere in there. But it was this one little shorty I was fucking with, and we kind of, I wouldn't say we go way back, but like we went back. Like I had tried to talk to her before because my brother Leo had put me on, and she wasn't really fucking with me at that time. So I ended up like doubling back and before that, like before the situation of us even caught fucking or whatever, I ended up doubling back. I was staying with some people I knew, cause I think I was into my mama like a lot, so I just like kind of moved out with some people I knew, and she came over and shit, and I was trying to do that to her ass then, but I didn't relay that message like I was trying to, and I ended up texting her. She was like, "Why you didn't tell me?" You know, she would have been on that. Missed opportunity, but then I ended up basically tripling back, and she was fucking with it. She ended up coming over to where we stayed. At this time I was back with my mama and shit, but she ended up coming over to where I was at to my mama crib and shit like that. I came out to the car. We was, you know, talking, vibing and shit. She came over at like fucking 10 at night. I promise you, we was in that car till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we was chopping it up. And at that point, I was telling her, I just cut straight to the point. Like I told her I was on that. I was trying to fuck, but I played it off still like I didn't just want to fuck, like, you know, playing the game right and shit like that. And she was this nigga, bro, get off my hand, bro. I'm about to move, Cash. Thank you. But yeah, I was playing the game right or whatever. Made it seem like I wanted a relationship more or whatever, but I definitely, like, you know, I'm trying to fuck tonight. Like, we've been, you know, dragging this on way too much. And so she was telling about she didn't want to, you know, fuck the first night because she didn't want to come off as a hoe or nothing like that, or she didn't want to be used for sex. So I'm still playing the game, but I'm being patient with it. So we talking, vibing, laughing and shit like that. And she waited all the way up until my mama was finna get ready for work, which was I think she got up and started and left the house at like, I think it was like 5, 6 or something like that. I think it was like 6. And when we started, you know, doing the do or whatever, it was like 5 in the morning, and we was doing it, and I think I had her in a missionary position, and my back was like towards the window where I could see my mama house, where I could see the house or whatever. But I was, you know, doing it. I was going crazy, you know, doing the shit, and I just heard a door slam, and I just knew it was my mama. So I stopped, froze a little bit, and I moved up off her, and I ducked down. We both ducked down and shit. And I hear the car, you know, reverse out the driveway or whatever. But I didn't hear, you know, no drive off or something. So I instantly got scared. Heart started beating fast and shit. Next thing you know, I hear the door open. She's standing over the car, like not over the car, but like standing over us, looking through the window. it's just shaking her head like, you know, she disappointed in shit. And she's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm talking about dick in my hand still. I didn't know what the fuck to do. The girl sitting there like with her mouth up like this and shit like that. She didn't know what to do either. And it was just a bad situation. She talking about she disappointed in me. She disappointed in the girl, even though she didn't even know. She disappointed in her. She's had more respect, you know, for herself as a female and shit like that, which is understandable, you know. But then she ended up dropping off, and mom was, like I said, mom was disappointed in me, but she couldn't do much. She didn't like the fact that I was doing it, especially out in front of her house, because, you know, neighbors could have came out. They know, like, where we was at, everybody knew, like, you know, that house, like, it was us because of how we went about shit in that neighborhood. Like, I don't know, we was I wouldn't say troublemakers, but we was known around in that little neighborhood, so everybody knew it was us. So they would have knew, you know, what house it was and who kid I am and shit like that. Mom didn't want that to fall back on her, so yeah. But fast forward to, I actually got caught fucking twice with this girl. What the fuck? But fast forward, we ended up getting into a relationship and shit. She had her own house and she had her own car, so, and I didn't have no car back then. I was still living with my mama, so I ended up moving in with her in her crib. She had a roommate, and I think her roommate had a nigga and shit like that. It was cool at first, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, the bitch taking care of me. She was bringing me food home, taking me everywhere, shit like that. I don't know. No, I don't think that was there. And then she ended up getting to it with her roommate because her roommate didn't like the fact that I was staying there rent free. I wasn't doing shit for the house. I wasn't going to, but I wasn't doing shit for the house. And then my brother Leo ended up getting to it with some niggas tough that wanted to do that to his ass, and over a fucking phone. So I ended up coming to his, I guess you could say, rescue or whatever, coming for my nigga and taking him back to where I was at, which is shorty ass crib. And the bitch didn't like that. The girl that I was talking to, the roommate, she didn't like that shit. So she ended up kicking shorty ass out. Of course, me and my brother gonna have to leave and shit like that. So we ended up packing all that shit up, leaving. And she ended up going back to her mama's shit. I ended up going back to my mama's shit, but I was still with the bitch every day. After that, like I said, she had a car, so she was coming to see me like every day still. And I think we was going over my cousin house and shit. Tasha, damn, I'm saying names and shit, but my cousin Tasha crib and shit like that. And we was over there. I wouldn't say we was over there a lot. I was over there a lot, but she wasn't. But one day she had wanted to come see me and shit like that. I was already finna go over there, so we ended up just going over there together. And she wanted to do that. So we waited till it was already nighttime when we got over there, but we waited till everybody went to sleep. It was dark as hell, and on a back patio or back porch, whatever. I'm talking about I was smacking her shit. I was hitting her shit, and my little cousin Boo Bears, bro. This nigga also creep shit, peeking out the window, and I left my phone in the house, and so this nigga picked up my phone and literally recording us. And I hear this nigga talk about, I don't know what the fuck he said, but I hear this nigga talking and say he recorded us, like doing this shit. Like you couldn't really see it on the camera, but like you can see it. Like this nigga was also straight creep shit. And yeah, so that happened. I think I don't know, the bitch was crazy too. I was over there one time and I forgot what happened. I think she got mad at me. No, that wasn't even the same situation. I think I ended up going back to my my mama house. And at this point, like I said, the bitch was crazy. And she was doing too much, so I wanted to end it. I wanted to stop talking to her. And she got mad about that, and she literally pulled up to my mama's crib and was just sitting outside. And at first I had went out there to talk to her and shit, like try to tell her to leave, but she would not leave. So I went back in the crib, and I'm in the kitchen or whatever. No, I was in my room, and mama was like, she was like, you better come get this girl. She just standing outside in front of the window, in front of the kitchen window. So I went out there, look out the window. She literally just standing there trying to basically waiting for me to come back outside. I'm like, I'm not coming back outside. You could just leave. And when she was persistent with us. She was standing there, and I was supposed to go bowling that night with some niggas I had met at my job and shit. It was close and shit. Shout out my nigga Ray. I'm gonna send this video to you. This shit, but you know what I'm talking about. But she was there, and I was supposed to go bowling anyway, so she ended up taking me there, and we was cool, whatever. And then I still didn't want to be with her, but bitch had a car, so like I was kind of using her at that point. You want me, so shit, fuck it. And so we went there. I guess it was cool, but after that night, I think like the next day or whatever, I still tried to cut it off or whatever. She still was persistent. So like I said, she was still sending me bread, buying me food, taking me places. So I was using that to my advantage. And she had took me over my cousin's house, my cousin Tasha's house and shit. And no, that's not what happened. I was just over there. My cousin had came and got me. My cousin JB had came and got me, and she was still texting me. I told her where I was, and she said she just wanted to talk. So I let her pull up or whatever, and she was like, "Get in the car, and we're gonna talk." So I get in the car, not thinking nothing. This bitch pull off. I'm talking about kidnap my ass, man nap. I don't even know what the fuck you call that shit, but she took my ass, and we pulled over to this parking lot or whatever, and so we was talking or whatever, and I got tired of the conversation. It wasn't going nowhere. The bitch was like very one-sided with what the fuck she was saying and shit like that. She wasn't seeing, so I was done with the conversation. So I got out the car. No, I told her to take me back home. She would not take me back home. I told her to take me back home. Then this bitch, she got mad, and she got out the car and just walked off, like disappeared to the night. Promise. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I'm calling her. She wasn't answering at first. And then I finally got in touch with her, and she was right. It was like a hill, and she like went on the other side, so I couldn't see her. But she was like right over the hill or whatever, to where I couldn't see her. And I could hear the bitch screaming, like she was just screaming, like she was mad as shit. I didn't want to be with her. She was mad as shit. I didn't want to finish the conversation, and so she still didn't want to take me home. And I called my cousin. I told him to come get me. She wouldn't let me leave. So I called him. He pulled up. Like, it was right around the corner, damn near. So he pulled up kind of fast. And as he pulling up, the bitch is coming like down the hill or whatever, getting in the car. And once she saw him pull up, she got heated, and she skirted off, almost crashed, coming out the parking lot and shit to another car. Like, it was crazy. And I called her because at the end of the day, I'm still I guess you could say a gentleman or whatever. So I called her just to check on her, make sure she was cool. She screaming in the phone, talking about some "fuck you" and "I hate you" and some other shit. She was mad as fuck. And then my cousin talking about the bitch crazy and some other shit. And yeah, man, it was a lot. I never got back cool with that girl. She was definitely crazy as hell. I'll say for sure. But yeah, man, that's the story time. Again, if y'all fuck with me, subscribe, like, comment, all that shit. I be streaming and shit on Twitch and shit. Y'all can follow me over there. If I ain't mistaken, it's I think it's the same as my Snapchat. Let me check it. Yeah, it's it's yes key, but instead of like the E is a 3. So YAITSK3Y. So yeah, y'all go follow me over there. I'll be streaming, Apex. That's the main thing I stream and play and shit, but I'll probably do some more and make a video like more different games and shit. So I ain't just streaming Apex, kinda getting bored of that shit, but yeah, again, fuck with me, subscribe, like, and comment and shit like that. But yeah, see y'all later, man, next time.